Footprints in the fog. They say that the silence of the forest is a comfort, but I've always thought it sounded like something holding its breath. Last night, that silence pressed in on my tent like heavy snow, broken only by the thud of my heartbeat and the distant, rhythmic snap of branches. I camped alone, seeking the kind of solitude you can only find when you're miles from the nearest cell signal, but at dawn, I woke to a strange hush, one that seemed to lean in, waiting for me to notice what had changed. When I unzipped the tent, the world outside felt changed, too. The air was colder, thicker somehow, and the fog sat low over the ground. That's when I noticed them, dozens of footprints in the soft dirt, circling my tent in uneven loops. They weren't animal prints, and they definitely weren't mine. Each print was elongated, the toes splayed as if the feet moved with an unnatural gait. Some prints overlapped, some stopped and turned sharply away, but all of them kept their distance from the tent, as if they were afraid, or waiting. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe local hikers? But I hadn't seen a soul for days, and the prints were barefoot. My skin prickled. I followed the trail to the edge of the clearing, where the footprints vanished into the trees. That's when I saw what they left behind, small, woven bundles hanging from the lower branches, made of twigs, hair, and scraps of torn fabric, some of it eerily similar to my own t-shirt. My stomach twisted. I hadn't heard anyone approach in the night, and the bundles hadn't been there before. I decided to pack up, but as I stuffed my sleeping bag, a whispering started just beyond the tree line, a dozen voices, speaking in urgent, breathless tones. They didn't sound angry, just desperate. The footprints seemed to multiply as I watched, forming new circles, closer and closer to where I stood. When I finally broke into a run, the last thing I saw was a pale hand, impossibly long-fingered, retreating into the mist. I've never camped alone since, and I still wake sometimes with the feeling of eyes circling me in the dark, waiting for permission to step inside.